How are you today? It is that time again when we are coming to the end of the year. This year 2022 has been quite a year for us. When we look back, I'm sure all of us began the year, looking forward to better things, having great plans, having great resolutions on what you needed to improve in the year, what you needed to achieve. And now it is that time when we just look back before we start saying Happy New Year and doing other resolutions. It is time for us to look back. So when you look back from this month, December, you look back to January, all along the year, what has happened throughout the year? What have you been able to do? Have you been able to attain your targets? Things happened as you planned? That question, I know most of us will answer, no, things have not happened as we had planned. Either they have happened well and you are surprised on what God has done beyond what you had planned, or what you had planned has not happened. So you may be feeling discouraged, but I'm just here to let us know that we need to give thanks. So we need to give thanks to the Lord in all circumstances, and particularly for this year, since the beginning up to where we are now, we need to give thanks to God. I know some of us are asking, but really, how do I give thanks to God when things have not been so good this year? The business has not been good, the work environment has not been good, or family life, things have not happened well, or in whatever circles, things have not gone well. Yeah, that is true, but in all situations, God remains God, God remains faithful, God remains, our God, our refuge, whom we run to, and is the one who has brought us this far, that we have a time to look back and just count the things that have happened in our life. So if you only counted your blessings, you will see so much that we need to give thanks for to the Lord. And even if things did not go the way we had planned, we still need to give thanks. I usually say, let's give thanks for what God has done. Let's give thanks for what God has not, we see what God has not done in our lives, although we had expected. And also let's just give thanks to God, because He is God, and He knows what we don't, and He sees the bigger picture, which we don't ourselves. So we need to give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks to God for your family. Throughout the year, God has walked with you. Give thanks to the Lord for this country, Kenya. We've seen God walk with us throughout the year. Many things happened through the year, including the elections and many other things, and God has walked with us. Give thanks to the Lord because of your life. God has kept you alive up to this time, and He has walked with you through the fires that you've walked through the waters that you've walked through. You are still standing, and so that is a reason enough to just give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks to God because of the church. This church, Nairobi Baptist Church, and the church in Kenya, and the Universal Church. Just giving thanks to God for He has walked with us. So our God has been faithful in many situations, in many instances. Give thanks to God for He has provided for us what we needed. There were quite a number of needs through the year. Looking at, for example, school, there was a lot of school fees to pay. There were 4 terms again this year, and God has brought us this far. There were 2 exams that were done in primary, 2 KCP exams were done, 2 KCSE exams were done through the year. The grade 6 also did their exam, and you see children transiting from primary to secondary and doing their term, very squeezed term. They were quite overwhelmed with a lot of work. The teachers trying to catch up on many things. and God has taken us through, and we are looking forward to beginning again the normal academic year for the primary schools and secondary schools. And so God has really been faithful to us, and we just need to say thanks to God. Whatever the circumstances have been, whatever, whether the road has been rough, whether it has been tough, whether it has been smooth, there has been good times and there has been bad times. In all of them, we need to give thanks to God as we come to the close of this year. And mine is therefore to just let us know that we end the year with a thankful heart. Let's not complain, but let's end the year with a thankful heart. And mine is therefore to just pray that you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2023. May God bless you. Amen.